Hi guys, it's 9:30 on the 22nd of January and I'm just prepping for a day's walk today. So this will be hike practice day 3 and I thought I'd talk you through weather and clothes choices quickly. So currently it's sunny and cold. It's due to be quite gaily today, not much rain. So I'm packing a wet weather coat, wet weather trousers, just in case. All I'm going with today is a thin base layer. This one's a Ron Hill one. And I'm going to put a sort of lighter puffer jacket over the top of this. I don't think I need any more. I've got regatta trousers on. And I'm actually trying out these awesome new socks that we got for Christmas. So they're currently these bad boys. They're by a company called Darn Tough in the States. They have no seams, they're slightly cushioned on the bottom, slightly cushioned on the top. So they're anti-blister, they're comfortable, they have a lifetime warranty, and they're all manufactured in Vermont, USA. So these are the ones I'm going to be trialing today, and I actually have some new boots to try on today too, which I'll show you now. These are my new boots. These are the Solomon Contra Grips. Yeah, brand new, and they're never ever going to look like this again. 2-year warranty, completely waterproof, Gore-Tex. The new Contra Grip sole, which kind of is the rival to Vibram soles, Vibram 2 soles, which is the current soles. Locking mechanism for the laces, and yeah, super comfortable. These were bought from Ellis Brigham, and they were 160 down to 120, I think. So looking forward to trying these out. So I am currently packing my bag for my solo walk today. So got my drone, I've obviously got the camera I'm holding, I've got my new knife just in case, my wallet, water with electrolytes, flask of coffee, flask of protein shake, wet weather trousers, wet weather coat. These are called donkey wraps. You wrap your camera gear in them, so I'm going to wrap the drone up in that. Kendall mint cake for an emergency, naked bar, and some nuts. And I'm going to be trialing a new bag that I've got, which is a big hiking bag, because I'm going to try and simulate how much we'll be carrying when we do the actual Pennine. So apart from a first aid kit, I think I've managed to get everything. So I'll see you up there. So it's 11 o'clock, I've just arrived at the car park, again running a little bit late, and I thought I'd run through a couple of other bits that I'd actually forgotten to pack that I'm going to pack. As I said, I'm trying to simulate what I'll be carrying on the Pennine Way, so I'm going to put a first aid kit in there. I'll probably get a more lightweight one, but I've got one in my car, so I'm probably going to use that. I also absolutely forgot that I'd need a head torch, so I picked up my head torch, gloves, hat, my buff, bit of everything really. I've got my snacks and my water and all that stuff. I don't know what else we'll be carrying. Oh, a pair of shorts. I mean, I didn't pack any shorts today because it's obviously ridiculously cold weather. So I'm even if I get a bit warm, I'm definitely not going to need them. I didn't pack another pair of those. So I've got an extra pair of socks on the Pennines. I won't be wearing trousers. I'll probably just be wearing shorts, but I'll need wet weather trousers like I've packed and my wet weather coat. So try my new boots out and catch up with you guys in a bit. So, as we always do, starting the walk. Ooh. There we go. So, it's 7 minutes past 11, and yeah, we're starting. So, all packed, testing the new backpack situation out. It's kind of heavy, but not like ridiculously heavy. But we'll see how I cope. It's only supposed to be about 4 hours, 12 miles today. So, starting back up here at Coombe Hill, which is where me and Dad finished the other day, where it's absolutely pitch black. And looking forward to seeing how we get on. So I'll report back shortly. Here we have a prime example of a tree that's fallen in a storm. See, these are the things you're going to come across when you're walking in bloody January. Christ. So this is Chequers Estate. This is where Dad used to work. If he was here, he'd be able to explain it a bit more. Basically, this is in the Chilterns, tucked away near a place called Butler's Cross, near Princess Risborough, not far from High Wycombe and Aylesbury. Basically, I believe it's that house in the distance that is the summer home of the residing Prime Minister. The estate is there. It's a massive house, as you can imagine, and all over these lands are footpaths, so I'm sure Dad's familiar with these. As I say, we're doing the Ridgeway in small sections, so I think I'm walking 6 miles today in one direction, then 6 miles back. We'll do the next section potentially tomorrow, which I think is 16 miles, 8 miles there, 8 miles. Eventually, when we get to do the Ridgeway all in one go, hopefully we'll do this section again and he can give you a bit more information. Now the sun's shining. It's windy, it's cloudy, it's sunny and warm. I'm having to take a layer off. Might even have to take another layer off. This is hard work. There you go, another example of walking after a storm. This one's pretty darn big though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way around it, I think. Crikey. Yeah, that's freshly fallen. That's fallen last night. Might be able to climb over it. Wow. Look at all the debris. It's a dangerous it's a dangerous game, this. Cool. Woo-wee! Oh. Ha-ha! I beat ya! So these are the Grange lands and the rifle range just off the back of the Chequers Estate, which we're about to walk down now. And this, I believe, was where they practiced shooting during the Second World War. The lower slopes of this ancient flower-rich grassland were ploughed up during World War II. The rifle range, now rich in orchids, was used as a practice range from the 1940s to the early 1970s by the British Armed Forces for an officer training centre and home guard post. Summer is the time to see an impressive display of orchids across the site. Pyramidal, fragrant, common spotted and bee orchids are all found around here. The warm, sunny, chalk grassland slopes are ideal for butterflies, including the silver-spotted skipper, chalk-hill blue and green-haired streak, which feed off the nectar-rich wildflowers. The grassland is also home to glowworms and the Roman snail, one of the largest European snails. Along the woodland edge, listen out for the yaffle of green woodpeckers as they fly between the yellow meadow ant nests, which they are raiding. The lower slopes are also home to a large number of juniper bushes, a species which has been declining for at least 50 years. In amongst the trees, you may discover white helleborines and the bird's nest orchid, so named because of its mass of peculiar, short, thick roots said to resemble a bird's nest. Whiteleaf and Brush Hill local nature reserves. Whiteleaf Hill and Brush Hill nature reserves are situated within the Chiltern area of outstanding natural beauty. These sites are located above the historic market town of Princess Risborough and provide fantastic panoramic views of the Chilterns escarpment across the Vale of Aylesbury and on to the Wessex Downs in the distance. Whiteleaf Cross has stood above Princess Risborough for several centuries, dominating the local landscape. The first written record of its presence dates from 1742, and although the reason for its creation is unknown and subject to speculation and folklore, this emblematic hill figure remains very important to local people. The cross is best viewed from a distance, where its sheer scale can be fully appreciated. So, we're finally here at Whiteleaf Cross, an area which I am quite fond of. I have fond memories of coming up here with my grandparents and my parents when I was younger, and you get an absolutely amazing view of Aylesbury, Princess Risborough and the Chilterns. Bloody windy, I gotta say. And although you can't see it, Whiteleaf Cross is down there, and I'd love to get a shot of it on my drone. However, I don't know if it's a little bit too windy for it. Let's see. Hey, way, woo. Okay, so we are coming up to halfway. Come on. We're coming up to halfway along this route of the trip. Done nearly 5.5 miles. Currently walking down this beautiful field. Yeah, it's really good. Really enjoying it. Oh, it's been quite hard work. And I've got a midway point review of my Salomon Quest Element 4s. I would say very warm, waterproof. I think I haven't done much trudging through puddles. They are pretty comfortable, tight fit, I'd say, across the arches. That might just be my feet, but not much toe cramp, which is good. Not really feeling the toes on the end of the boots. And the pack, I've got to say, it's taking its toll a little bit. I reckon I've got 9 kilos of weight there, if I had to guess. Yeah, so it's going well, but it's hard work. So here we are in Culverton Manor, a little hamlet just outside of Prince Risborough, following the Upper Icknield Way as we did in the first part of our walk, and we're about to approach the final furlong. This will be the moment that I take a break, sit down for 10 minutes, have my flask of coffee that I made earlier, enjoy the windy but nice weather. The unfortunate bit about this route is having to walk on the road, which I'm never a big fan of. It kind of takes away from the nature of walking, but you know, it is what it is. Gonna take a 5-minute break back in the opposite direction. Hi everyone, and welcome to your favourite part of the show. What's your favourite? Today, my guest is Aaron. Hi Aaron. What's your favourite nut? Thanks Aaron. I think my favourite kind of nut is an almond. They're salty, they're slightly crunchy, they're delicious. I mean, there's nothing more that can be said about a nut, really. You can milk them. I mean, I don't like almond milk, but there are people out there that like to milk almonds and drink their milk. Very good. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time on What's Your Favourite? Don't worry, I ain't walking that quickly. As much as I'd
absolutely love to send my drone down there to show you what Whiteleaf looks like. It ain't happening. These like 45-mile-an-hour winds or something. My head keeps nearly blowing off. So instead, I'll insert a picture here. This is what Whiteleaf. Woo! This is what Whiteleaf looks like. Cool, isn't it? Coming up to the last section of my section of the Ridgeway today. There's some really tough uphill parts here. If you're ever thinking about coming to do this walk, I'd bear in mind that, I mean, I don't know what it's like. Oh, obviously I'll find out, but I don't know what it's like down near Glastonbury. But the terrain up this end is very hilly. It's nice though, really, really nice. Beautiful locations and stuff, but if you are not fit going uphill, this is tough. Probably another 10 minutes away from the car. Managed to avoid the rain today. Not so much the wind. I tried to get the drone up again. It wasn't having it at all, unfortunately, but it's fine. It was just too windy. The gusts were way too high, about 45 miles an hour by my calculations. I've reduced myself down to just a base layer now and trousers, which you'd be surprised. I know it's quite mild at the moment, but when you first get out of the car, you think, bloody hell, I didn't put enough layers on. 15, 20 minutes into the walk, it's evident how warm you get. Nearly there. I'll give you my watch update when I'm back at the car, and I'll see you shortly. And we're back. There she blows. Oh, thank the Lord. I'm pretty knackered now. Pretty knackered. Thank goodness we're back at the car. We did it. Let's stop the watch. 4 hours, 10 minutes with faffage. So we're back, finally back at the car. Feet are starting to ache a little bit, but the shoes were particularly comfortable. I think it's a problem with the bridges of my feet, or the arches of my feet, should I say. So it went really well. Somehow I got mud up the back of my sock. Don't really know how that happened. Inside the boot itself, I mean. But overall, a really good run. Let's just check the stats then. So, looking at Strava, will I be able to check it here? I haven't got any signal. I may have to go down the road. So, I've managed to get it up and running now. So, I've got the route here on Strava. It says I walked 19.18 kilometers, so 11.91 miles, so just shy of 12 miles. 2,000 calories burnt, which is great. Did it in 3 hours and 52 minutes, 42 seconds. So average speed was 4.9 kilometers an hour, an average heart rate of 121 BPM, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna stretch. My arches of my feet are feeling a little bit sore now. My back's hurting a little bit, but overall I think it was a great practice, and looking forward to seeing how I feel after doing another walk tomorrow. We're doing hike number 4 tomorrow, which is gonna be longer as well. We're looking at walking, I think 16 miles tomorrow. It was only 12 today, so it's going to be hard work, but I'm looking forward to it. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, as always. Everybody says it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao bella.